What's going on, y'all? Five Sports Talk back at it. What am I talking about today? Well, you see the title. Listen, all right, free agency, the off season's coming up, and a hot name on the trade market has been Kevin Love. Look, I know he's not a free agent until 2015, but a lot of people uh, have been speculating that he's going to leave the Timberwolves when free agency does occur, and so the Timberwolves should trade him. Well, I'm not here to say whether or not they should trade him. I'm just here to tell you guys whether or not I feel like Kevin Love is overrated or not because of what I hear teams are willing to and or want to give up for Kevin Love. So really is the question is Kevin Love overrated? Well, the answer is yes and no. Yes, he is overrated if you are bringing him onto your team and you're paying him to be your number one option, which means he's the best player on your team. If Kevin Love's the best player on your team, you're not winning championship. Let's be for real. Kevin Love's a star. He's not a superstar. He's a poor defender. He's never been to the playoffs. He's had talent around him. A lot of people use that excuse, but listen, all right, LeBron had worse talent around him, and he got them to the freaking finals. You know why? Because LeBron's a superstar, and Kevin Love is now. Obviously, everyone knows LeBron's a better player, but just to put the superstar and star difference in perspective, that's kind of what I feel is the difference between them. Kevin Love is a star. If you want him to be your best player, you're never winning a championship. And that's not a knock on Kevin Love. He's a great player. He puts up video game numbers, all right? I love picking Kevin Love in fantasy basketball, but this isn't fantasy basketball. This is real life. Kevin Love is overrated if he's your best player. Now you look at the other end of the spectrum, and no, he's not overrated if you bring in Kevin Love as your second or third option. If Kevin Love is your second or third option and you surround him with multiple defenders, multiple good defenders, then Kevin Love is worth the money because all his sort of deficiencies will be disguised. If you have him as your second or third option, he doesn't have to carry the scoring load like he did with the Timberwolves, which resulted in him getting to the playoffs 0 times. If you surround him with good defenders, then you can mask his deficiencies on the defensive end. I sort of look at it like with Carlos Boozer and the Bulls, and I know Kevin Love's a way better player than Carlos Boozer, but the Bulls are such a good defensive team that they sort of hide Carlos Boozer's bad defense, and that's kind of like what you need if you're bringing in Kevin Love. You got to have multiple good defenders around him, and you got to have made sure Kevin Love is your second or third best player. There you have it, folks. Is Kevin Love overrated? Well, yes and no, depending on how you look at it and the situation at hand. Kevin Love's a good player. Never say he's a bad player. He's not a superstar. I stand by that. He's a star who puts up big numbers. Listen, that's just how I'm feeling about Kevin Love. Let me know what you guys think. Agree, disagree, and put your reasons down below for that. And don't forget to subscribe.